Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters. Paul, I want to thank you for sharing your story about speaking softly tonight. I have a lot of congestion here. I've been fighting something for about a month, but mine is the opposite problem of yours. I'm speaking loudly because I can't hear myself very well. So I apologize up front if I'm speaking a little louder than normal. Fellow Toastmasters, I am very thankful that I am a member of this great Mountaineers Toastmasters Club. And I say it's a great club for a number of different reasons. And you don't have to look far to see one of those reasons. Just look at this banner and all of these ribbons. And do you know, most of you do know, that for the last 3 years, this club has received a blue ribbon for each of the last 3 years, President's Distinguished. It means that this club in each of the last 3 years has achieved 9 or 10 of the 10 goals given to it. A daunting task by any stretch of the imagination. And it's part of what makes us a great club. Some of the other things that make us a great club, I can boil it down to our members. Our members, our people here. I like to compare this club to that great WVU football team of last year. You know, the one that ended up number 5 in the whole United States? 11-1, I believe, was the record. A great team. And they were great because of the people on that team. They had great senior leadership. They had great sophomores and juniors, and they had great freshmen. And we have that type of chemistry here within this club. We have great senior leadership. We have people like Kamal Doss, a distinguished Toastmaster who has been here for years, and John Etherton and Diana Leva. These people have been here. I believe Kamal is a charter member of this club. We know that we can look toward them for guidance and leadership. And then in addition to our senior leadership, we have a great class of sophomore and juniors. Now I'm going to say in Toastmasters terms, those are the people with more than 2 but less than 6 years in Toastmasters. Great group of people. People like April. People like John Musgrave and like Lucas. This group knows the ropes of Toastmasters. Most of them, if not all of them, have been a club officer, and they have achieved a level of competency to set an example for the next group, our freshmen. And this next group, our incoming freshmen, excites me the most. These are the people with less than 2 years of Toastmasters experience. And you can just see superstars developing right in front of our eyes. So it's for all of these reasons, our ribbons, our awards, and the people, our seniors, our sophomores, juniors, and freshmen, that I believe that we have a great club. Now, I don't want to get into a lot of criticism tonight, but I believe we have a problem in this club. The problem, as I perceive it, is that I don't think this club has reached its fullest potential. I do not believe this club has reached its fullest potential. Does anybody out there believe that we are as good as we can be? Let me phrase this problem in the form of a question. What could we do differently? What could we improve upon to go from a great club to a super great club? Now, I want you to think about that. What could we do differently to go from a great club to a super great club? Now, in just a few minutes, I'm going to ask for your participation. We're doing something tonight called a round robin. Some people call it a circular discussion, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to start at either this corner of the table or that corner of the table, and I'm going to ask you for your ideas on things we can improve upon. And when I point to you, you'll have around 30 seconds to give me your idea. We won't discuss them at that point. I'm just looking for ideas. It's a brainstorming session. I'm after quantity, not quality. And then after we finish with our round-robin brainstorming session, we will have time for a discussion, question and answers. And then maybe at the end of all of that, we'll vote and select a couple of those ideas that we might want to pursue. Now, to stimulate a little thought, I've taken the liberty of listing a few things that maybe we could, as a club, improve upon. Can everybody see this? Is it up high enough?
Yes.
At the top, getting the word out, advertising our club. Is there anything we could do to improve that? To get the word out and let people know about this great club that we have. How about hospitality? Are we real hospitable to our guests, to newcomers to this club? When they come into this room, do we make sure 100% of the time that after the meeting, somebody goes to that new person and talks with them a little bit and maybe asks them why they came to this meeting, what they're looking for, and show that we're concerned and interested in their need? How about our room? Is it set up? How about the facilities in general? Is there anything that we can do to improve that? How about retention of our membership? I know that in the 3 or 4 years that I've been here, there have been a lot of people that have dropped out. Now, I think a lot of those people that have dropped out have moved away or they've been students, but there are a few others that I can think of that just seem to lose interest. And I don't know that anybody from the club really followed up with them with phone calls and emails and invited them back. They're still out there. We could do that maybe. How about evaluations? Are evaluations as effective as they could be? Do we need more training in effective evaluations? What about rewards and recognition? Are we effective with that? Do we do enough of that? How about variety, freshness of our meetings? Are our meetings fresh every time? Mentoring. Do we have a formal mentoring program? When a new member comes to this club, do we ask them would they like to have a mentor? And what about goals? Do we do a good job of setting individual goals and then tracking those goals and maybe even showing other members how the individuals are doing as we work as a club toward these goals? And then finally other, for anything else that I didn't list up there. Okay? Now, does anybody have any questions about the round robin and what we're going to do, how it's going to operate? What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you approximately 1 minute of silence here. I would like for you to think of an idea or two that you would like to suggest on how this club can improve to go from a great club to a super great club. And if you would, jot those ideas down or a few notes so that when we call you, they'll be right in front of you. Let's start right now with a minute of silence.